Once upon a time, the tortoise who borrowed wisdom long ago, when animals still spoke like humans and lessons walked on four legs, there lived a tortoise named Kapaku. He was not fast, he was not strong, but what he lacked in speed, he made up for with a restless mind. Kapaku wanted one thing more than anything else: wisdom. Not the quiet kind that listens and learns, but the kind that makes people bow their heads and say, "Ah, this one is wise." In those days, wisdom did not belong to one creature. It was shared across the land, scattered like seedsome, with the elders, some with hunters, some hidden in proverbs and stories. But Kapaku did not like sharing. He wanted all of it for himself. So he came up with a plan. Kapaku began visiting the animals one by one. He went to the old lion and said, "Uncle Lion, lend me some of your wisdom. I promise to return it." The lion, slow to trust, but generous in spirit, gave him a piece. Kapaku went to the elephant, the owl, the antelope, even the smallest ant. From each one, he borrowed wisdom, advice, knowledge, experience. He stored them carefully in a large clay pot tied to his chest. As he walked, the pot grew heavier. Soon, Kapaku felt proud. He spoke louder. He corrected others. He laughed at mistakes that once confused him. "Look at me," he thought. "I am now the wisest in the world." But pride has a way of blinding the eyes. One afternoon, Kapaku decided to hide his pot of wisdom where no one could ever reach it. After a long search, he found a tall palm tree standing alone against the sky. "This is perfect," he said. "Once I climb this tree, wisdom will belong to me forever." He wrapped the pot tighter around his chest and began to climb. But the pot was heavy. Each step was harder than the last. His short legs slipped. His breath grew tight. No matter how he tried, he could not climb far. Below him, a small bird watched quietly. After some time, the bird spoke. "Tortoise, why don't you tie the pot to your back instead of your chest? You might climb better." Kapaku froze. The suggestion was simple, obvious, and it did not come from his borrowed wisdom. In that moment, Kapaku realized something painful. Even after borrowing wisdom from everyone, he had still missed a basic truth. Angry and ashamed, Kapaku shouted, "So wisdom cannot even help me climb a tree." In frustration, he untied the pot and smashed it against the ground. The pot broke. Wisdom scattered across the land into rivers, forests, villages, and homes. Some fell into the mouths of children. Some settled with elders. Some hid in stories waiting to be told. Kapaku stood there, empty. From that day on, wisdom no longer belonged to one creature. It lived everywhere, with anyone willing to listen, learn, and grow. And that is why the tortoise walks slowly and carefully, carrying not borrowed wisdom, but lessons learned the hard way. Moral wisdom cannot be owned. Pride can make even the clever foolish. Thank you for watching. If this story spoke to you, subscribe for more, tap the like button, and leave a comment. Let's keep these stories alive together.